Hey, mommies. This is your mommy consultant here. It's actually like 6 a.m. in the morning, so I don't even think I put on the makeup for y'all. I just came down here and really wanted to speak just a word to you, like we're in church, about what you're putting in your body and what you're putting into like your kids' bodies. So this comes up a lot when I'm working with clients because they're like, I feel like a mess. I'm all over the place. And part of the biggest thing is like nutrition. So, I am not a nutritionist, and so I'm not going to come from a place of being a nutritionist. I'm going to come from a place of being a mom, and I love being a mom. I love being able to, prepare things and do things for my family. The problem is that life gets in the way, and then I am not properly able to do that. And so that becomes really frustrating. And I don't know about anybody else, like if you feel that way, but that becomes really frustrating because I want to do my best as a mom, but between work and between all the things that you need to do, it's like work, I gotta do laundry, I gotta like pay the bills. And even you have a partner, but to be honest, us as women, we are the primary, parent a lot of times. And so my goal just with what I do for you as a mommy consultant is I want to make sure that your life is easier and smoother so you can kind of take those small things and then just like do the things you love to do and do your wellness. And then you are actually going to probably be better as a person, and you're going to be able to have a clearer mind. And then, in turn, even how you respond to your kids is better. And this is just something I have seen with clients over time. And ultimately, I saw with myself. So a lot of things that I talk to you about are things that I actually do. So you're free to take it or leave it. Do what you can and do what you will. But I'm going to kind of give you a little bit of a take on what we talk about with meal planning. So, I'll, often hear a lot of people are like, oh, I'm going to do this new meal plan and like this new thing. To be honest, a lot of it I have found is just experimenting. So, experimenting what works best for you. There is not like a clear meal plan that's going to like change your life, but I am going to give you what has just been helpful to me in the household. And you can decide on whether that's, good for you or not. Feel free, please, like reply to me and message me and be like, hey, this really worked for me. This really didn't. I also do this because I think that's really important for us to know as moms. It's like, what are other moms doing too? And we can create this sense of community. So I'm going to show you kind of what, if you have definitely subscribed to our email list, this is what we're doing for our challenge. And so you would have received this. And this right here is our meal planner exercise. And this is just for you as being, with the mommy consultant. And this is like kind of like what I do on a daily basis, so or weekly basis. So for me, when I go grocery shopping, I actually go like every 2 weeks. And then in between, I might go like when I kind of feel like it. I actually like going to the grocery store. I know some people don't, but I actually like going to the grocery store. I like going through the aisles. It's very weirdly soothing to me. And so I something I really like to do. So we have Publix here in Florida, and I do go to Publix and I kind of go through the aisles and I just like to go. We go get free cookies. So sometimes it's like a trip when we have anything to do, like we'll go. And we don't really buy anything. So we're not going to buy a lot of things. So whether that's good or bad, I really don't care. I care that like my daughter's happy and like that she's having, a good time. And she usually does. She's like, yay, we're gonna go to Publix. And so this is kind of a template for what I usually do when I'm mapping out what I want for the week. So, what I do is I kind of go through like, this is just 1 week, but I'll have 2 weeks. So, and it'll usually start on that Sunday or that Monday, and it'll say Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And that Sunday is Sunday's like my beginning of the week, kind of in my mindset. So, what I often do is I am only cooking for me full meals a week. Sometimes it's 3, depending on how the week is gonna go. I do not kinda do something different every day. Now, that may not work for you, maybe your family needs something different every day, but I kinda, like, leave a leftover day, or that other day is for, like, things that I'm just randomly, like, how I do buy a couple things in the house that are, like, frozen foods, just that are quick things that we do, but I don't mind leftovers, but, like, my husband hates leftovers, but, like, occasionally he'll eat it. So, usually what happens is Sunday and Monday are, like, my kinda whenever I cook on Sunday, it's gonna kinda overflow a little bit for the week, a lot usually. And this can be different for you. It could be like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. So this is just set up for how I do it. You can do it however you want. But it still has like 4 squares, like 4 rectangles for you to write in the meals. And so I'm writing in those meals. And so usually it's going to be for every week. So it's 3 to 4 for a week. So I'm cooking anywhere from 6 to 8 meals and different meals. And again, this depends on the week. Sometimes I know that I'm gonna, like, go to an activity or I'm gonna do something, and so I'm gonna eat at that activity, we're doing with, like, maybe there's a birthday party, and I'll eat at the birthday party. Like, I'll be like, "Oh, I don't have to work," Just, like, do that. Be smart and be resourceful. That is, like, the biggest thing you wanna use as a mom is like if you're at that birthday party, like eat the chicken nuggets, like do it. Eat the chicken nuggets. The people I go to barbecue, like go to birthday parties, they have like veggie trays. So I know I can understand that not everybody has that experience. So I'm understanding that. When I used to live in Michigan, like I don't remember that experience, but I live in Florida, in a very particular part of Florida where everybody has these chicken like nugget things, and then like they have like veggie trays of like ranch dressing and stuff. So I'll do the veggie tray because I got my portion of veggies. And then also I'm also doing like the chicken nuggets because I have my protein. And so that's another thing that I try to just put in my mind. I don't do a very clear meal plan, but I do function really well on having variety. So having some protein, having some vegetables, and having some fruit, and having some grains. So I function very well. And to be honest, like I have worked with nutritionists, and that's exactly what they say. Like you need all the food groups, like when they tell you in school about the food groups. So you do need that. So that's kind of my vibe and how I do it. So these are 4 different things. So I'm going to show you exactly what I end up doing. So I use my notes section a lot. Like I use my notes section kind of for everything. And you see like the things on the side over here. So like I was putting in meals to let you know what meals are. But like I do when I do an intensive with like a coaching group or something, I'll do that. I do my posts in here. My dad right now is just going through a lot. So if you ever find me that I'm like falling off for a little bit or I'm not doing something, I mean, I have been personally really working through a lot of things, and I don't really talk about it a lot on social media, but on caregiving and helping another, person. I would love to do more, but I think we all can understand, like when we have our parents, especially if your parents are older, how you're doing that and navigating that. Anyway, that's a sidetrack. um, but this video again is just for you guys in this group, and so Sprouts. I shop at Sprouts sometimes, so I'll put all of my lists, and I do have a grocery list. So if you see down here, if you notice, there's like a grocery list. So anyway, I kind of have a ongoing thing where I put in meals. And sometimes I'll just randomly put in meals. Like an example is like my mom's chicken. My mom makes this really good chicken and broccoli, hamburgers and corn or something like that. Bolognese pasta. My daughter loves me some bolognese pasta. Like she will kill it. Like a Mexican bowl. Sometimes I'll do that. Salmon croquettes, and I make a barley and like a vegetable kind of thing, and then a gyro wrap sometimes I've made for lunch. Like I put lunch things in here, but I don't know why I do that. I don't even like eat my lunch. Like I'll sometimes eat leftovers. But these are other options about what I do for lunch. But you can put it however you want. These are going to be things that you have made before. Like you're going to rotate. You're going to keep rotating mom's chicken. You're going to keep rotating those hamburgers. You're going to keep doing it. You could have a long list of things that you do. So, and I'll show you kind of other things. I've done meals before the move. It's not even spelled right. Meals before I move. So chicken drumsticks is something that my husband really likes. Like if he likes to barbecue a bunch of chicken drumsticks. So I'll use that, and then I'll like shred the chicken to use other things in. Hadia is a soup, a Moroccan soup that I love. I might put the recipe in there, and chicken thighs and rice. So like chicken thighs, rice, like things like that. I really like. So, and when I do my grocery list, like I will use the function on here where you check off things. So, and these are different things. And sometimes I'll go to different grocery stores. So that'll be kind of a thing. So, like meals for 4 days. So sometimes, like I've done a week and I'm just going to go. So, regardless, you're going to take the template that we have here, and you have your 4 meals, and you're now going to, let me go back. So you're going to take this template. Let me get it back. So what we're going to make sure that we're doing is that you're taking the template and you are just saying, hey, this is exactly what I'm going to do. You can use this PDF if you want. You can also use like a sheet of paper. I don't know about you. I'm such a sheet of paper person. I have like sheets of paper everywhere. I have notebooks that I use. So you can really do what is best for you. Again, and I'll say that again, do what's best for you. Like that is the ultimate goal. Do what's best for you. I'm screen sharing. Hopefully you can see this. If not, I'm gonna just triple check that that's going through. So, yep. So this is we're good. So you can see this and you can see how this is going. So we're doing the 4 meals, and then you're going to just write your grocery list, like off of those meals. And then you're going to, of course, do other things like for the kids, other things that you want, like snacks and things like that. So sometimes we'll have snacks. So we're going to do another meal planning exercise later on. I think it's in a couple weeks, but to really figure out like making sure that you're adding those snacks in and things like that. But you don't I just like when people meal plan, it's like you really only want to do like something, a couple meals that are going to last a week. And then the other times you're going to find other options, things that you like, but you don't want to be, I mean, you could be doing 7 meals a week, but that's just really hard. You should really be recycling with a couple of meals so that you can have those leftovers, for your family. And so hopefully you have found this helpful to you. And let me know if this is something that you do, that you just kind of like put the meals, you're like, okay, I'm only gonna do a couple meals a week and then do that. So if you're already doing it, it's great. But I think sometimes people are just they're like, I don't know. Should I be doing this? Should I be doing that? It's like you really should just plan out a couple meals that you're doing and be consistent with it. And I think if you're finding that you don't have the meals, I can definitely do a couple videos on the meals that I do to kind of help you get an idea. But you're really essentially going to pick a protein and you're gonna pick some vegetables and a grain, and that is what your meal is. So if it's like pasta is your grain, quinoa, rice, is gonna be your grain, or you have like a breading, like some people make pot pies. Chicken, your basically your protein is gonna be a chicken, fish, or it's gonna be like a beef. Some people do pork. I don't personally eat pork. And or you can have like a vegan option. So you're gonna be using like some mushrooms, or you're gonna be using like you can be using satay. You could be using tofu. You could be using chickpeas. Like there's a lot of options there for vegans. And then you're going to pick your favorite vegetables and the things that you really, really love and like do that. So that's how you're going to kind of be thinking about whenever you do a meal plan, you're just thinking about the variety and the things that you need. All right. So hopefully this is helpful to you and take care, mommy. Bye.